Now, if you're in the U.S. and you partake in Thanksgiving, I hope you had a wonderful day with friends and family and that you didn't overeat too much. But that means we're on to the holiday season and gift giving, shopping, things like that. And as Black Friday kicks off, that infamous shopping day, I thought it would be a good opportunity to present some products that I use on a regular basis here in the shop that might make good Christmas gifts for the people on your list, or maybe share this video with the people who are buying you gifts this year so they know what you might like. I have a variety of things that I'll talk about today. I certainly can't talk about everything that I use in the shop, but I'll cover some things that I think would make good gift ideas, from hammers to tongs, anvils to swage blocks, small power tools, measuring and marking, and safety equipment. And I think safety equipment is where I'm going to start. The first thing I thought I would talk about is my leather shop apron. This comes from April at Forge Aprons. Now this apron has seen a fair amount of use and has protected me from quite a few little flying hot things, getting too close to stuff. Those little pesky bristles from a power wire brush that always stick into your clothes. This is really good protection for that. Now, while I don't wear an apron every time I'm in the shop, I really should, and it is an important piece of safety equipment, and I strongly encourage you to get in the habit of wearing one if you can. April makes excellent aprons, and I did speak with April the other day. She has a Black Friday promotion that she's running right now. Black Friday only, so you got to jump on this right away. And I'm going to read this so I make sure I get it exactly right. Black Friday only, buy one full-size Forge apron, get $50 towards a second apron. Discount applies to the second apron of your choice, but essentially with this deal, you can get a kid's apron or a budget lap apron for free. These are $50 each. So this is Black Friday, November 24th, 2023 only. So pretty much as soon as you're done watching this video, if you're thinking about an apron, you better go jump on that deal. And of course that deal applies once per customer. Now some of these things that we're talking about today do provide support to the channel. They provide affiliate marketing links. And what that means is that you don't pay any extra to use the link, but they give me a little bit of a kickback. And the aprons are one of those items. April's been a long-time supporter of Black Bear Forge through these affiliate marketing links. And essentially it allows Janet and I to go out to lunch or get a beer about once a month. It's not a lot, but it does help. Just know that some of the links down below in the video description are going to be affiliate links and some of them are not going to be. And none of these brands, services, products are actually sponsoring the video by paying for the video. So these are just items that I thought you might be interested this holiday season. Now another safety item that comes up quite frequently are the hot mill gloves I wear. I'm picky about when I wear gloves, and when I do wear gloves, I'm picky about what I wear. If I'm working around the gas forge, working at the power hammer, that kind of stuff, my preferred gloves are hot mill gloves. These don't heat up as fast as leather gloves. They're not going to melt to your hand like a synthetic glove might. And if they do get hot and you realize that's not something I should be holding, they cool off a lot faster than something like a leather glove would. So these are really good for that kind of work. They'd be terrible working around machinery because they are loose and baggy and they'd be easy to catch. So I don't wear them for that kind of a purpose. These are well worn, they get dirty fast. They actually look like this when they're brand new. And these are a Carolina Gloves Kevlar hot mill glove. These are generally available at most of the blacksmithing suppliers, Blacksmiths Depot, Pay Tool, Centaur Forge. But I'll put some links and some different options down there if I can find these available. And of course, if we're talking safety, you should be wearing safety glasses in the shop. I don't have a preferred safety glass that I can recommend to you because I buy prescription glasses, and what is available in a prescription safety glasses varies widely depending on where you're buying your glasses. So I can't really recommend anything to you. Go to your favorite industrial supplier, blacksmithing supplier, and buy what they have if you don't need prescriptions. If not, talk to your eye doctor about what they can offer you. As far as hearing protection goes, I generally prefer earmuffs if I'm working around the power hammer. I think they fit better, they're easier to take on and off than earplugs are, but they can also get really hot in use. So during the summer, I have been wearing these little earbuds made by a company called IsoTunes. These are rated hearing protection. They block out most of the sound from the shop, and they are an excellent hearing protector. Been a little bit more work to get on because you got to squish down the foam thing and get it hooked over your ear just right, and they only go on properly one way. but they aren't as hot and sweaty in the summer as the earmuffs are. And these are Bluetooth, so if you like to listen to music while you're working, or a podcast, or audiobooks, this gives you the option to do that. I don't know about you, but personally, I work better if I've got music. There's some part of my brain that needs to be filled up while I'm working, so the other part of my brain can concentrate on the work at hand. If I'm not listening to music, then I'm more likely to be looking for some squirrel, or, oh, I haven't finished that project, I should work on that a little today, and oh, I need to go do something with this tool over here, or some other distraction, and I end up getting pulled different ways in the shop instead of working on the thing I'm supposed to be working on. Listening to music really helps keep me on track. If it distracts you, it might not be a good idea, but I like it, and the ISO tunes have been a really good product. These are actually Bluetooth headphones, do the same thing. These are from a company called Pro Ear, and it's just what I happen to buy since I've discovered ISO tunes. They have pretty much the exact same product. I'll try to link both of those down there if you're looking for something like that. Now, one of the most asked about things on my videos when people are looking at the tools I'm using is this little blue pencil. It's a Mark All silver streak. It's a lead holder that holds a silver pencil lead. I mean, you can put any kind of pencil lead you want in there, but this one comes with a silver lead. They're available at most of your welding suppliers. I used to stock a few of these and sell them on the Etsy shop, but I couldn't get them wholesale, so I had to mark them way up. That's not a good deal for you guys. So if you're looking for a good silver pencil, don't have to resharpen it like they do the wooden ones. The lead seems to hold up better and mark better than the leads in the wooden pencils. You can usually buy these with refill leads. These would be great stocking stuffers or something to give your blacksmithing friends for Christmas. They're not really all that expensive. Another item I get a lot of questions about are the hook rulers that I use for measuring. It's got a little hooked end, so you can just hook it over the end of a bar, get your measurement, or you can measure from this end and in, so the scales are offset, so you're measuring from here or from here. And these are not actually made this way. There are hook rulers available. Starrett makes hook rulers. Some other people make them. Really expensive. This is a cut down square. And I'll link to a video where I show how to make this up here. And then down below there will be a link to the square that I like to use for these, or a similar square. I don't remember exactly what this one is. Looks like this is a Stanley 45-912. So I'll have a link to where you can buy the square, watch the video. You can make this quick and simple, probably take you less than 5 minutes. Most blacksmiths would appreciate getting tongs as a Christmas or a holiday gift. Always need more tongs in a wide variety. And most of the blacksmithing suppliers listed below sell a variety of tongs ready-made if you want ready-made tongs. But for a little less money and to get you started in making your own tongs, you can buy tong blanks from Ken's Custom Iron. Ken's has a wide variety of blanks. They're cut out, so there's very little forging you have to do. And this is a good way to understand how tongs go together, how tongs function. And that really sets you up for success when you start making tongs from scratch. Like I say, there's a wide variety of those. These are some railroad spike tongs, slotted jaw tongs. They have V-bit tongs, scroll tongs. And I really suggest buying from Ken's Custom Iron. You'll get better service, you get a better product than a lot of the Amazon dealers that are actually pretending they're Ken's Custom Iron. They use images stolen from Ken's Custom Iron. They use my videos as the instructions for their product, even though I have nothing to do with those people. So if you can, try to buy these from Ken's Custom Iron. Anyway, so we talk about things that have been pre-cut to make your life a little easier. Roy and Jessica over at Christ-Centered Ironworks also go by Blacksmithing blanks, make a variety of pre-cut blanks. These are some Christmas-themed hooks, reindeer, snowman, snowflake. They make snowflake Christmas ornaments, Christmas trees. There are Santa Claus hooks and things like that. Lots of different things, and there's more all the time. Every time I look at his website, he's got a wider variety. I've noticed later that it looks like he's starting to make a lot of this stuff in copper, so that could add some interest to what you can offer both for sale at local craft shows, but also simple gift ideas. These can be made up into hooks really quick, really simple, and it's something you might want to give as gifts to other people or sell to make a little bit of money any time of year, because they're not all Christmas-themed projects. Another business I've used in the past for pre-cut blanks, things like sleigh bell or jingle bell blanks, some of the hinge blanks I make under the fly press, is Stony Point Forge. They've got a wide variety of stuff. Really good service, so that's somebody else that you might want to consider if you're looking to buy pre-cut blanks. Now, people ask me all the time if I would make them a hammer. I don't make hammers for sale generally. I am not that proficient at it. And the time that I spend making a hammer is something that nobody's willing to pay me for. If you want a really good hammer, the one I've been using lately is from Brent Bailey. It's perhaps the best hammer I have ever used, and Brent offers a wide variety of hammers. His turnaround time isn't always real fast, so you may not actually get it for Christmas, but it is a hammer that'll last you a lifetime, so they're well worth the wait, and they're pretty reasonably priced. A while back, I did a video on this little Swage Block that I bought for the hand tool shop across the alleyway here. And this is from Holland Anvils. They make a wide variety of Swage Blocks. There aren't a lot of new Swage Blocks out there these days, and most people are pretty limited. Holland Anvils has a lot of different Swage Block patterns. They have 3 in this general size range for about the same price, and they are really a good starter Swage Block at a reasonable price. If you're looking for an anvil, Holland Anvil also has lots of different anvil sizes and styles. Some of them are a little bit more budget friendly. You can get stuff under 100 pounds. But if you want a 200-pound plus anvil, they've got those too. And while their prices aren't cheap, they are fair prices. I don't think you'd ever go wrong buying a Holland anvil. Of course, my big anvil is a Fontanini anvil. I don't know what they're going for now. You'd have to contact Steve to see. That might be a little over the top for most people's Christmas budget, though. Now, if you're really budget-minded for anvils, propane forges, the folks at Vevor have sent us some stuff over the last year to try out, and they have been completely functional tools. They aren't the highest quality, they have their little issues, but they are usable. So if you're looking for a small anvil and can't afford something nicer, if you can afford it, I go to Holland Anvil, Fontanini Anvil, or one of the blacksmithing suppliers. But for under $200, Vevor does have a couple of anvil choices, and I'll link to those down in the video description. They also have a few propane forge options and all those links. This is going to be a monster list of links by the time we get done. And of course, who doesn't like power tools for Christmas? There are lots of different brands of power tools. I've been using Milwaukee tools for quite some number of years. I have absolutely no complaint. They've got a huge variety of tools. But recently, Metabo sent me a couple of tools to try out. So far, I'm really impressed. Metabo has a reputation for being some of the best power tools out there on the market. Not cheap. Milwaukee's a little bit more affordable. But if you want top of the line, Metabo is not a bad option. I'm not going to recommend specific tools. There are lots of other brands of tools out there if you prefer Makita or DeWalt or Ryobi, or the Hercules tools from Harbor Freight. They'd probably all make great Christmas gifts. On the other hand, if you're buying gifts for somebody that is already invested in a battery system, it makes sense to buy tools that they have batteries and chargers for. Then you can just buy the bare tool and don't have to buy the whole kit. Those are just some ideas for Christmas or holiday gifts for the blacksmiths on your list this season. As I say, some of the links down there are affiliate links, and shopping through those links does help provide some support for the channel, but most of the links are just links to find the product. I'm not getting any kind of a kickback. I'm not getting any kind of a sponsorship for them. I just want to help promote some of the people who actually supply good tools and good equipment for blacksmiths. Now, I hope each and one of you has a joyous holiday season. Be sure to check back. I have plenty more videos to come between now and the end of the year. In the meantime, I hope you have time in your day to get out to your shop, make something, but stay safe, wear your safety glasses. We'll see you for the next video.